Hello guys, welcome back to Gospel News. We're still here bringing you update. Let's go straight to the reason why we are here today. They say no be small matter, nine they happen for court to say Abuja don't catch fire. So they speak to you now. Say what happen? They say that the judges representing APC and Tinubu has fled the court over fears of defeat that P2B's Labour Party and Andy Tuha would bring to them. I say, we think come be this one again. They said that because of the fact that these judges have serious evidences against the inauguration of Tinubu and the fraudulent presidential election that just took place in Nigeria. They said that the court, the judges now don't they miss court. They no want they show face for court again. They not just like them at all. Because they know say the one way pass Biate, day ahead, they wait for them. One lawyer will be say they come from Lagos, come they represent Labour Party. He said the judges where they represent Tinubu and the APC are nowhere in court. Even those judges, say the judges now waiting for the Supreme Court and the any court, the tribunal waiting for Abuja, then they behave like INEC. So it be like saying the same blood, and they control them and INEC for Abuja. He said they know the Greek court again, just to make sure, see, they frustrate everything till Monday when they go swear in Tinubu, make he become president of the country. Now after that one, they will come the show face for court to make sure, say, they frustrate P2B's plans to make Tinubu not to be sworn in. And other petitioners too, will be say they done the slam fines up and down. Say, we will make sure that you people don't succeed. You guys cannot stop Tinubu. No matter where they stop, now be that one, no be small thing for court. They think carry video, make a show now. That is to show you that these APC people, now they fear for court. Court will now still say, oh, go to court, go to court. Court time don't reach now. We no see them do again. Even the judge say, in go sue the chief judge, the chief magistrate of that tribunal. Say they go court, making come pay fine for absence in the court, for abstaining from the court and running away from his duties. When I hear from him, may not be like saying I'm out, I want to talk him. I may not be like saying only talk now they talk. I know they show now waiting to happen. Or I want to hear from the judge himself.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Morning, sir. Yes.
Well, we were here on Wednesday. The court gave us Wednesday as a day to come for our ruling. And then we were given the same information that the court was attending a conference and that the ruling had been adjourned to today. So I take it that at the time they were adjourning to today, they already knew that they would be out of whatever conference they were going to have. So we're here back today, and they are giving us the same excuse of the court attending a conference. We don't think that that is a fair way to treat us. You see, this thing, everybody has rights. I think the impression that as litigants, as people who approach the court, we have no rights. We are absolutely at the mercy of the system. It's a very wrong one. Respect begets respect. You have to respect me as a litigant, then I will respect you as the judex. So if the court, what we see is that we have not been fairly treated. I have been in Abuja for how long now? Nobody has asked me about my hotel bills. I practice from Lagos. If he wasn't going to sit, he should have told me. He should have told me on Wednesday, I'll be back in my chambers in Lagos now. But he asked me to come back today, only to get the same excuse. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair. And as far as I'm concerned, we are, by the grace of God, going to do something about it. in the sense that I think we need to sue. We need to bring it before the court so that it will be examined. What we have lost, the right that we sought is to restrain the swearing in. So by the court not sitting, we've lost a great deal. So who is going to pay for that? If you came and gave a ruling that we don't have a right, it will be understandable. Now you're seemingly staying away from the court. Makes me understand that we have a right, but for one reason or the other, you cannot find the courage to declare that right. So you are now trying to use absence from the court as a means of depriving me of that right. So I'm going to sue, you're going to pay. You will pay for it. You pay for it. You are going to tell me why you left the court. And we will fight it to Supreme Court. And maybe we will establish as a precedent that Nigerians ought not to be treated in this fashion.
That's right.
Okay.
With all due respect to the learned Judex, for whom I have the greatest respect. But like I said, this ruling, it will not take 2 minutes.
That's right.
It will not take 2 minutes to deliver the ruling and then get back to any conference that is attending. So what I want to say, I have said it, I have written to all the security agencies, I have written to major embassies, I've written to the American embassy, I've written to the British embassy, I've written to the French embassy, German embassy, and I've warned that you cannot make the mistake of installing an unconstitutional president in Nigeria.
That's right.
It will have been better that you resolve this question that we brought before the court. We are not saying that the question must be resolved in our favor. We brought the question here to be resolved. We have a right to have the question resolved. Like I always say, hearing belongs to me, decision belongs to the court. You understand? So you cannot make the mistake of installing somebody unconstitutionally. It's an overthrow of the Constitution. That person, now if you read section 1 subsection 2 of the Constitution, it says no person or group of persons shall be permitted to take control of the federal government or any part of it, take control of federation or any part of it, except in accordance with the Constitution. That section invests every Nigerian with authority to resist whoever is sworn in.
That's right. Yes.
Contrary to the Constitution.
That's right.
Every Nigerian in every station of life,
Yes.
wherever he is,
That's right.
that is an order from the Constitution to that person to resist whoever is sworn in unconstitutionally. So it must be that those who want to do this swearing in have conspired against democracy.
That's right.
Simple.
And want to overthrow it.
Yes.
The Constitution says, section 14, subsection 2A, that sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria.
That's right.
And they give consent to those who govern through the Constitution. So where you do not observe the Constitution, it means that you do not have the consent of the people to rule. The people have a right to say, we are not going to recognize you or acknowledge you. What is coming to Nigeria is what these people, they are behaving like children, as far as I'm concerned. They are behaving like children. We all saw Shoneko here. Somebody went with a decree or word of mouth, made somebody president and commander-in-chief. A court, it took just one declaration from a court, and it was gone. It's the same thing that we are, the same thing that we are getting into. Any court in Nigeria is invested with the authority to interpret the Constitution and can say that the person who calls himself president was not duly elected and therefore cannot answer that title and cannot give any instructions that should be obeyed. And that will be the beginning of crisis. We have warned against this. I don't know what is making them behave, think that it's a joke. I don't know how you will take 200 million Nigerians as a joke. You know, it's not going to happen. The Constitution says you go and have a second election, but you feel too big. Like I was explaining to someone, it's the same in discipline. Where you have red light, say stop. That's right. You feel too big because you are driving your Jeep, you don't stop. It's the same thing. It is the indiscipline in us that we have carried over to this exercise. The Constitution says you've not made it. You've not made 25% in Abuja. Nobody has told me that I'm wrong. There is no constitution. There is no court. I came to this court for the court to tell me that I'm wrong. Rather than telling me I'm wrong, the court,
it's running away. Ew,
the court cannot even look me in the eye.
Ew. I don't read.
So nobody has told me I'm wrong.
I don't read.
Nobody has the courage to tell me I'm wrong. Because I am right. So
Tinubu,
the Constitution says you should go for a second election.
Okay.
It's a simple, very simple thing. Even if that second election does not produce a winner, you go for a third one. You feel too big to comply with the Constitution because all your life
has been a fraud. Una don't hear matter we be say they sup now. They say no be small thing for Abuja. Say Tinubu and his lawyers don't flee fence. Say they don't follow fence, jump. And so this High Court Chief Justice reportedly he barred judges from entertaining presidential election cases seeking to stop Tinubu's inauguration. Everybody now they fear anything from Tinubu's camp, APC, then they fear. Even the court where they say, go to court, go to court. People don't come court now. Now then still they run. Waiting be this. Waiting be this for this country. They wait for Monday because today is Saturday now. Tomorrow is Sunday. Then Monday, they go want me to swear them in. Anyhow, yaga. This one when Buhari don't give them baton of power, be waiting. Now, the Chief Justice of the Federal High Court, John Tehemba Tosho, has reportedly barred judges from entertaining cases bordering on the presidential election or the forthcoming swearing-in inauguration ceremony. This is perhaps to ensure that nothing stops the inauguration of the president-elect Bola Tinubu as the next president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. When they see him, Sahara reporters gathered that the chief judge also directed that such cases pending in court should be transferred to Abuja for review. A litigant, Mr. Abdul Yusuf Rufai, who confirmed the development, told Sahara reporters that he was at the Federal High Court, Enugu, on Wednesday, May 24, 2023, in respect to his lawsuit number FHC ENCS 77 between Mr. Abdul Yusuf Rufai and the Attorney General of the Federation, which seeks the court's interpretation of Section 134 of the Nigerian Constitution. Rufai said a senior court official told him that there was an order from the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court of Nigeria that no judge in Nigeria should hear any suit on presidential election or swearing in. They block anybody wey be say in one bring evidence we go stop this Tinubu from entering power. So Monday don't reach here already. It's the weekend. And what they just want to do is to do their symbolic swearing in of Tinubu. Anyhow, yaga. They just swear him in there. This is a travesty of justice from the judiciary and an abuse of constitutional powers calculated to kill the substance of my case and dodge May 29. My lawsuit was immediately transferred to Abuja, he said. In a text message sent to Sahara reporters titled, Ubi Just Ubi Remedium, where there is law, right, there is remedy, Rufai said. Fellow citizens, owing to the complaint of the breach of my fundamental rights and freedoms, and in furtherance an enhancement of my inalienable right. Ditto for millions of Nigerians. I have approached the Federal High Court for its intervention, and amongst the reliefs I sought, I asked the Honorable Court to interpret and give a simple understanding and intendment of Section 134 of the Nigerian Constitution, which is our ground norm and supreme document in the land. I have also asked the Honorable Court to use its inherent power to stop the swearing in or inauguration of any purported president on May 29, 2023, not duly elected because of not meeting constitutional requirements or because of violating constitutional provisions and its inviolability in the last presidential election. Now this one, now they talk. So this particular letter now tallies with what this man is saying in this video that we just watched, that Tinubu did not meet 25% in the FCT, and that makes it impossible and void for him to be sworn in as the president of Nigeria. But the court and their cohort, INEC and all the groups of cabals in Nigeria have conspired to make sure that such cases are frustrated until after Tinubu has been sworn in by fire by force. I have asked the Honorable Court not to allow unconstitutionality or illegality of any sort to stand, but to defend rule of law, uphold our Constitution, promote stability, protect our democracy, and render justice to the satisfaction of man and our Creator. Meanwhile, a covering letter of transfer of his case to Abuja dated May 24, 2023 and obtained by Sahara Reporters was addressed to Deputy Chief Registrar, Litigation, Federal High Court, Abuja. It was signed by Deputy Chief Registrar, Ekperobe Femi Ohi Esquire. Now the matter, when they happen, be that to everybody is fighting. But believe you me that these people have bypassed already, because it's weekend and it's Monday. So with all these delays and all this absentia and all this running up and down from court, they will be able to swear in Tinubu. But let's see how it goes, since people like Asare Dokobo has brought out their dogs from the chains, to go and bite anybody. We won't say Tinubu has not met the required position to be sworn in as the president. Drop your comments below. Let's see what you guys think about it. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.